Hello students, today we are going to start chapter number 2 of Civics, that is the Indian Parliament. The Parliament is superlative legislative body in the Indian government. Now, what do you mean by legislative body? The legislative body means a group of people make laws for the country. But how do Parliament relate to our life? Government and its ministers take decisions on our behalf about various things which are part of our life, like transport, education, healthcare, food, and even sports. But Parliament is bigger and government is part of it. Parliament consists of President of India and two houses, namely upper house, which is the Rajya Sabha or Council of State, and lower house, which is Lok Sabha or the House of People. On other side, government is formed by party who gets majority seats in the general elections of Lok Sabha. The members of both these houses are called Member of Parliament or MPs. The period during which House conduct the meeting is called session. The Parliament conducts 3 sessions each year. First one, budget session. Second one, monsoon session. And third one, winter session. Now, you will be confused how we contribute to Parliament and decision making. The country is divided into numerous constituencies. Each of these constituencies elect one person to the Parliament. Once these candidates become part of the Parliament, they become the Member of Parliament. We elect the members of Lok Sabha directly through elections and the members of the Rajya Sabha indirectly to State Legislative Assembly. Lok Sabha. Lok Sabha or the House of the People is the lower house and first house of the Parliament of the India. It is called as Lok Sabha because its members are directly elected by the voters through a general elections of Lok Sabha. It has a fixed duration of 5 years but can be dissolved due to any reasons like political, economical or social issues. Elections held in such a case are called mid-term elections. The maximum membership is 552. Out of that, 530 members are directly elected by the states and 30 members are elected by the union territories and 2 are nominated by President. To ensure representation to all sections of the society, some seats are reserved for members belonging to scheduled caste and scheduled tribes. In case there are no representatives from the Anglo-Indian community, the President can appoint 2 members from this community to the Lok Sabha. Now, what do you mean by Anglo-Indian? Anglo-Indian means a person whose any one parent belonging to the England and one belonging to India. So, these people are known as Anglo-Indian. The Lok Sabha is known as non-permanent body. The Lok Sabha is a powerful house of the parliament. It is very important part of legislative branch of the country for making laws for the country. Any ordinary law needs to be approved by both the houses of the parliament. Final decision is taken in the joint meeting of the houses. Decision of Lok Sabha is likely to win because of its large number of members than the Rajya Sabha. Lok Sabha controls the finance of the country. The money bill has to introduce in Lok Sabha. The government prepares budgets of the income and expenditure which has to be approved by the Lok Sabha. The Lok Sabha can ask questions to the Council of Ministers for their actions and controls them. If Lok Sabha passes motion of no confidence with majority votes against the Council of Ministers, the Council of Ministers along with Prime Minister has to resign. Rajya Sabha. Rajya Sabha or Council of States is the upper house and the second house of the Parliament of India. It consists of 250 members. Out of this, 238 members represents the states and other 12 members are nominated by the President of India. A person with special knowledge and practical experience in field of art, literature, science and social work. Representatives of Rajya Sabha are elected by the elected members of state legislative assemblies. The state elect members of Rajya Sabha in proportion to the own population. For example, Andhra Pradesh have 11 seats and Goa has only 1 seat. The Rajya Sabha is a permanent house and never dissolved completely. The 1/3 members of Rajya Sabha retired after every 2 years and new members are elected on their places. In this way, each member get the term of 6 years. Like Lok Sabha, even Rajya Sabha has the power to discuss and introduce the bill. The approval of the Rajya Sabha too is necessary to converting bill into law. The members can put a question against the ministers and criticize the government's policies. As the members of Rajya Sabha are not directly elected by the people, money bill cannot be introduced in the Rajya Sabha as Lok Sabha. The Rajya Sabha cannot pass motion of no confidence against the government.